Cartel, what's going on with y'all boys, man? Before we get started, I know I've missed the opportunity. I missed a window to stream this weekend. Basically to give y'all a TLDR rundown of what happened. Go ahead and grab it. DOA Virtua Fighter, my emulator, my mods, my God Hand, my Ninja Gaiden 2 OG, and all of their data stored on this bad boy right here. This is my external hard drive, and my external hard drive yesterday fucking died. So I spent all last night cleaning out this laptop that I have, this laptop dual monitor setup I got going on. I spent the entire time wiping out as much stuff as I could because I only had like 20 gigs of space. I couldn't download DOA 6 under them conditions. TOA 6, not TOA 6, TNS is like less than a week away at this point, right? By the time I upload this is going to be a few days out. And so I did a deep clean just to get enough space to download the game, right? So now I have the game, it's on the hard drive, but now I have to like upload each video as I make it, right? Because I don't got space for nothing else. All my mods are going on DOA 6 now. It's bad. It's bad. It's nasty. It's very unfortunate that those things had to happen the way that they did, but it is what it is. The show must go on. And one thing that I said I was going to be really adamant on was shouting out smaller creators. So I wasn't able to do that on the last stream, or what was going to be the last stream. I wasn't able to do it. I missed the weekend. We're doing that right here in this video. So before we get started, let me shout out 3 creators for y'all that I seen was playing DOA, enjoying DOA, and really just some good ass content. Person number 1, Who Took Squid Boy, WTSB. Who Took Squid Boy? He uploaded a video, 947 subscribers, 137 views. And he is playing DOA 6 with a buddy who had a birthday. Happy birthday to your friend. And he is giving away a year of PlayStation Plus for if he beat him. But yeah, man, something nice, something fun, and just some good ass gameplay, some good ass DOA, man. We love to see that. We love to enjoy that. So go ahead, leave a like on the video, and let them know that GGC sent you. You already know what the deal is, man. Yeah, so go ahead and leave a like on them. I feel like 137 views. He should have a few more likes than that, bro. He should have a few more likes than that. So go ahead and drop him a couple likes, man. I appreciate you greatly, man. Next guy, bro. Next guy, we have Johan. Now, Johan proclaims that he has high-level gameplay, high-level ranked matches that he's been uploading. Now, judging off his rank, I'm inclined to believe that he has some form of high-level gameplay up in here. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched the entire thing yet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch a little bit right now. Ooh. Ooh, that's 4 sec. That's a 4 sec. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's neutral. That's neutral. That's neutral. That's good neutral right there, boy. Yeah, so as you can see, he's not from America. He's not from the US. It don't look like outside the title. I'm not really too sure how much English he understands. But we're still going to go ahead and shout bro out anyway, bro. I appreciate the content that you're making. So yeah, man, don't forget to leave this man a like. If you don't do nothing else, at least give that man a like, even if he can't understand nothing that I'm saying right here, bro. But yeah, man. And last but not least, we have Extra Thank You. 348 subs, 25 views, playing DOA. I don't care what your skill level's at, bro. He's a C-. It looks like, from what I can tell, it seems like he's on the lower end of the skill spectrum, and that's completely fine, bro. I'm here because I appreciate the DOA that's going on the screen, bro. You're playing the game, you're enjoying the game, and he has commentary behind it. Commentary is a rare commodity, bro. So I'm going to go ahead and give this man a shout out as well, because it's not about skill level, it's about supporting DOA, man. That's what it's all about. So if y'all want to help this man out, get in the comments and let him know, give him some tips on how to use Lei Fang, give him some tips on what he could be doing and stuff. Or if he just want to play to have fun, leave him be and let him play to have fun, whatever he wants to do. But we're here to give this man some support, man. Support on our fellow smaller DOA creators, and that's what we're going to be here to do. Boom bop bow, man. So yeah, man, go ahead and do that, man, for me, and I'll appreciate y'all. I'll appreciate y'all more than y'all recognize, man. The GGC, man, we're not pulling up, we're keeping the ladder down so that way the smaller guy can climb up, man. Community needs as many eyes on it as possible, and that's only possible through efforts like this and through people like you that are watching the video, bro. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Golden Ghost Cartel, my people, my babies, my dogs. What's going on, y'all boys, man? Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Golden Ghost, and welcome back to the Golden Ghost Cartel, dude, baby boy, man. And today I have a very special treat for y'all today, bro. So to give y'all a little synopsis on what happened, Twitter has been booming. DOA Twitter has been booming with the announcement of the new DOA 6 last round, and with the announcement of a new Dead or Alive project on the way. Dead or Alive Twitter has been going crazy. With this, there's been an abundance of people that have been trying to get into the game by playing the game, and by proxy, there's also quite a few people that are content creators that are looking to get into the game, whether they be people that haven't been on there for quite some time, or if that been people who are brand new. So I seen someone that was trying to get into the game that's a content creator, and I'm not gonna lie, this is somebody that I've known about him for quite some time, right? He's like he's kind of up there with the Afro Senju for me. His name is Avatar Yaya, and I say he's up there with the Afro Senjus with me is because he was like one of my main go-to guys for anime games. Like back when Afro Senju was making his Naruto Storm 4 stuff, I was there watching all that. You know, Avatar Yaya, I always seen him when it came to like a new anime game would drop, and he would have like the reviews and stuff like that. He would make content for it and all type of stuff, and he would be streaming the stuff too. So to have somebody that like that I've been watching for a minute get into my game, you know, it's a good feeling in a way that I can't even really describe to you, if I'm being completely honest. Needless to say, I popped up the question, yo, if you got any questions, bro, hit me up, gang. I got you. We can hop in a lobby, hop in a private lobby, and we can figure some stuff out together. I'm going to show you that footage in just a second, but I want to lead this into a bigger conversation that I want to have real quick. Now I want y'all to look at in the comment section, or join in on in the comment section, if you will. Based on the couple hours I was able to play with Yaya, I know that on paper he has a basic understanding of the triangle system. And I think the way, in hindsight, when we explain the triangle system to people, I think us as DOA players, I think that we've been explaining it the wrong way. And the reason why I say that is because for a beginner player, if you say how the triangle system works on paper versus how I've been seeing other people explain it as they're learning it, have been explaining it recently, I think if it doesn't sound as engaging as what it is in reality. As I was showing him all this stuff, I kind of had an epiphany. Now I was already trying to make a video on this topic to begin with, about the hidden difficulty of DOA, where I was going to talk about the triangle system itself. But now that I've actually like took the time out and explained this to someone who is like, he understands the triangle system, but at the same time, the way you implement it, he doesn't like the way it's supposed to be implemented and stuff like that. It's a lot different than what it sounds like if you just read it out. It's like, yes, it's rock, paper, scissors at its base core, but trying to explain how deep the rock, paper, scissors is what makes it so engaging and intricate. And I feel like that's the main difficulty that anybody who's going to be a newer player, even up to a mid-level player, is going to face. And I feel like this is even a struggle that even I have, because even though I'll rock this game, I've played this game to death year in and year out, I'm not the best player at this game. I'll run into this stuff too. If I run into somebody like Emery, if I run into somebody like Destruction Bomb, Hades, MCD, they're tearing me up, bro. They tearing me up on the sticks, right? So even I still struggle with that from time to time, but it all comes down to the understanding of how to implement your mini game and how your character functions best with engaging you with the mini game, usually against a better person that has the better pattern and stuff like that, or a person with the better pattern recognition. And the people that understand that on the most fundamental level are usually the people that are the strongest players, the people that know the frame data and how the frame data works in terms with the rock paper scissors and all the different tactics that you can use to basically get yourself in and out of situations as needed, right? The triangle system in and of itself isn't the hidden difficulty of DOA. I feel like DOA has a hidden difficulty, and when we talk about difficulty, we're always talking about like the depth and how things work and stuff like that. And yes, at the raw thing, it is the rock paper scissors, it is the it's the holds, the strikes, the throws at its base core, but that leaves out so much nuance and context. Like I said before, pattern recognition. There's so many different layers, because it gets to a point to where if you're fighting somebody that's genuinely better than you and genuinely understands the character that you're playing and understands what player habits look like and stuff, there'll be times where you'll fight somebody and they'll kill you without even pressing anything. They'll kill you without even trying to be hyper aggressive or nothing. They'll kill you straight off holding. They'll kill you straight off just punishing you the whole game and stuff like that. And in a lot of ways, it'll just seem like they understand what you're gonna do before you even do it. Like sometimes it'd be looking like they just cheating, bro. Like for all my DOA players out there that's relatively new or wouldn't consider themselves too high level, how many times you fought somebody that's stronger than you and you seen them do a string and you're like, okay, now it's my turn to attack. You try to attack and they instantly hold you. Like it's like it's just that fast. They hit you, they do a string, you're blocking the string, instantly hold after, and you just fall right into it because you're like, bro, how did you know I was gonna press right there, and how did you know the exact button I was gonna press? That's the thing with this thing, man, because it feels like the player almost understands you better than you understand yourself in the game, and that just goes into the pattern recognition, and that goes into the thing in the rock paper scissors. And I feel like all that together is what makes the hidden difficulty what it is. I feel like Emery also made a really good point in a future video that you're gonna see. One thing that's going to separate the good players from the great players is making adjustments, sitting back and actually observing what your opponent is doing on the screen, because once you get to a certain level, once you understand your character, you understand combos, you can even say you understand the frame data of your character, it just comes down to a couple factors: what does and doesn't work online, but more importantly, it's understanding what your opponent is doing, understanding their play style, figuring out their play style, and adapting. That's one major part, is non-stop adaptation. Perfect example is when I fight Emery. When I fight Emery a lot, sometimes if I'm getting real press and real pressure, sometimes I tend to low hold. Low hold will get me out of stuff for a little bit, but the moment that Emery realizes I'm low holding, now he's doing safe throw tech. Safe throw tech is when he whiffs a low grab on purpose, so that way if I instant low hold, I'm getting caught, but if I don't low hold or stuff, he still has enough frames to do whatever he wants after. Now it's my job as somebody who's been low holding. Okay, now I need to make the adjustment. I need to do something else. I can't low hold. I need to find a different way out of there. If I feel like I got him in a different combo loop, or if I got him in a combo string and he's constantly getting out of it multiple different times, okay, I need to do something different, or I need to do something else, or I need to do the same thing but in a different little pattern. I need to mix it up. I need to switch it up. And it's constant switch up, constant adaptation, constant pattern recognition and pattern switching on top of this rock paper scissors. You can understand the mini game as often as you like, or as much as you like, but the winner of the mini game is the one that's going to be picking a different option every time. And I believe that's the easiest way for a newer player to learn a character. Figure out how to get yourself into that mini game, because the position you want to be in the most is when they're stunned and you're not stunned. That's the best position to be in, because the ball's in your court at that point. And then understanding the hidden difficulty is recognizing what your opponent is doing on the screen. Is the opponent constantly trying to hold? Is the opponent not holding at all? Is the opponent trying to mash a grab, or they're trying to mash something else? What adjustments will you make in order to make that happen? I feel like the sooner that people stop running flowcharts and spend more time actually observing what's going on from the opponent and recognizing their own patterns, their own habits, and making adjustments as needed in game, not just something that you train. Yeah, you can train a specific setup, you can train a specific thing, you could train a different habit, you can break that habit into something else, but breaking one habit will create another one. What happens when the opponent makes that adjustment, you know? And it's just all these things to think about. Without wasting too much more of your time, this is my conversation I had with Yaya when I was helping him out with the game, trying to figure something out. He said he wanted to play Nico. He played with a little bit of Kokoro before my game crashed, but he said he wanted to play Nico. I'm gonna get like a little fake Nico together. I'm gonna get a little fake Nico together next time we do this. That way I can help him learn maybe a combo, help him learn a couple stuns and some different launchers. That's all I got for y'all today, man. If y'all enjoy this type of content, y'all want to see more, man, don't forget to leave a like, comment, share with your friends, all that good stuff, man. As always, subscribe for some more for the Go to Ghost Cartel and enjoy the rest of the video. Do that, because the main thing that I see for like you and for like other players is the stun game, because that's essentially like the apex of like how it is to like learn the game, is to learn how to get to the mini game portion first, because like from this area right here, we're just playing neutral and stuff like that. But yeah, like for example, if I can get you in the string, so say I do a forward kick punch, you see right there, that's the position you want to be in as often as possible in the game, because it might not look it, but from right there, you're stunned, and when you're in stun, that's where the mini game starts. So from here, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and as the person on defense, from there, that's where you either you're gonna have to make a decision. That's where you want to start implementing your holds and stuff like that. Now, it gets deep, because there's multiple ways you can play it. So like, I know that's like Kokoro's main button, that's why I was using that as an example and stuff like that. But once you get that stun, that's where the mind games come in, because the person can either do a hold, like if they know what you're gonna do, they can try and guess correctly with a hold. And DOA 6, they have the break hold, which breaks everything. That breaks everything, but it's very I would say meter usage. Yeah, meter usage. So you got to be careful, because if you blow all your meter just trying to break hold, you know, if you ain't got none, like, see, I can't break hold right there. So what people can do, instead of just they can knock out all your options by hitting one of these and then launch it. You know, if you don't got a break hold, you know, you're kind of screwed. There's also layers to this, because you can't just do this. If you just stuck holding all day and you're panic holding, that's where the throws get involved, you know, and the throws do more damage if you hold and stuff. And
that's the RPS around the mini game. If you're okay, all right.
And then there's also the low hold too. Low holding is also an option to do, because like say if somebody's doing a bunch of highs, because this game is different to Tekken in terms of like frame data. So like the fastest characters in the game have like 9 frame jabs. I don't know what Kokoro's is, but like if I was playing a character like Kasumi has a 9 frame jab, so she's gonna beat out majority of characters unless there are other 9 frame characters. Another good example is like Lisa. Lisa's my main in this game, and she has an 11 frame jab. So against other characters, like against Kasumi, she struggles, you know, in terms of like win the neutral. So you got to play her a little bit different. But yeah, it's also a fact that, like, say if somebody's just abusing the jabs and stuff like that, low holds will beat highs, and low holds also beat like throws on the ground. So if somebody's just trying to, if they get the stun and they're always trying to grab after a stun, you can either low hold to get out of the grab. So like say I try to stun you and you go for a low hold, well, you gotta get hit first. See, you just avoid it. Now against high level players, and if they notice that if you're low holding out of everything, because it's low key, can be a bad habit to just low hold out of everything, because you know a lot of people aren't gonna think to do that, especially if their pattern is just jab throw or something like that. But against high level player, they're gonna see that and they're gonna try to low throw you out of it, you know. And other high level players that came out with like a tech where they'll stun you, and even if you don't go for a low hold, like see how I just went for a low throw and it whiffed, and then you went for the low hold, that leaves you wide open. That leaves you wide open. Then I can follow it up with something else, and then since I caught you low holding, I can either go for like a launcher, because a mid is gonna beat that low hold. So sometimes if they see you low holding, they won't even try going for this to bait you out. They'll just straight up just launch. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. I think that's what I would call like the hidden difficulty of DOA, because it's just so many different.
You have to guess.
Yeah, it's so many different. It's so many different layers to like the skill level, to how you can run it, because you'll get ran down by somebody, and you'll think it's something that you're doing, and it won't even be something that you're doing. It's just the other person just knows exactly what to do and can kill you on defense. Right. It'll be one of them situations. But yeah, it's mainly just one of those things. But yeah, the main thing that for like newer players to understand, I would say is just to make sure you understand your character, how to get stunned. So like understand what moves get them into stun and normal hit, understand what gets them into stun on counter hit, and then from then you can focus on combos and stuff, because the juggles and combos are only half the battle. You know, the main thing is getting the stun, then figuring out what type of launch you want to do, what you want to do to continue the stun, because not all stuns are the same and stuff. Like if you just do forward punch kick or forward kick punch, you just do that and do nothing after it, you know, you can just get out of there, you know. Yeah. But if I follow it up with a jab like I've been doing in my example, the stun time is a lot longer. I got a lot more advantage to do whatever I want. So like, see, I do this and that's a lot longer of a stun frame. So I'm able to basically either bait out a hold or go for a launcher or anything a lot easier that way.